Do I remember the July Revolution? Of course. How could I ever forget? The chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder. The 3 glorious days. Act 3, The Sleeping City. Hello and welcome back to our Aviary Attorney. Well, last time we actually had a victory for once. I know, feeling victorious in an Aviary Attorney game? I didn't believe it either. And today we're going to be starting up Act 3. I can't believe he's skipping work again. I swear, if I find that moping bird brain that lets Canard Joye, whatever. Finally. Good morning, Falcon. Morning, No, wait, it's 2 in the afternoon. That means the official greeting is... Where the hell have you been, lazy bones? It's far too early for this level of roasting. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon.
No way, we got important business to discuss, and I can't do that if you're half drunk.
Mon Dieu, give me a break. I haven't had a good night's sleep since the trial.
Something on your mind?
Actually, yes. It's what that wolf judge said about a revolution.
Sure, that guy was off his rocker. And besides, if we're worried about every potential French Revolution, we would never get any work done at all, am I right?
Yeah, maybe you're right. Worrying doesn't do us any good. Now tell me about the important business you wanted to discuss.
Oh yeah, the business. A letter.
We just got a letter.
This was from the Paris Police Department. Fancy wax seal and everything.
That is indeed a fancy seal. Go ahead, Spelson, you may have the honors.
Alright. Let's go, Falcon. Meet me on the rooftop cafe opposite the Plaza de still. I have a proposal. Regards, Inspector Valerte. That's it. How terse.
Okay. A proposal from the inspector. Interesting.
Do you have any idea what sort of proposal he has in mind?
Not a clue.
So, are we going to go meet him and find out?
May as well. I don't know what sort of proposal the inspector has in mind, but we'd be foolish to reject it without even hearing him out. Grab your coat.
Alright, no dilly-dallying, I like it. Oh, before I forget, I need to drop by the hospital at some point.
What did you eat this time?
No, it's not like that. Well, not entirely. I need to pay for the bill for my last visit.
Oh, that's reasonable. Sure, we can pay a visit, but the inspector's call should take priority, I think. Okay. I'm not sure I quite want to know what he has in store for us, but let's go find out.
It's far too cold to be meeting on a rooftop cafe. Why couldn't the inspector have chosen a comfier location?
Who knows? Maybe the inspector likes the view because it reminds him of his days gone in the old Bastille under the ancient regime.
Wait, you think the inspector worked here during the ancient regime? Do you think that's how he got his war wounds?
It was a joke, Sparrowson. I'm pretty sure the inspector isn't that old.
Well.
Saren, what are you doing here?
Settle down, JJ. Just like you, I was invited here by the inspector. What could you want with all 3 of us?
Well, it's only one way to find out for sure.
It is hardly unusual for the lawyers and police of France to collaborate. The inspector probably has a big investigative role that requires all hands on deck. A big investigative role sounds juicy. Oh, by the by, did you hear what happened to Judge Romulus?
No, what?
He escaped from prison before we could even try him. Rumor has it that the wolf bribed his jailkeeper and then fled for the hills, so he escaped justice.
Hey, remember that thing I said about having a victory? Well, rip that dream.
For now, but don't fret. Nobody manages to escape the long arm of the law forever.
Well, so far, both people we've tried to get declared guilty have escaped, so not too sure about that.
Ah, good. You're all here. Excuse me, Monsieur Inspector Valerte, sir. Falcon and I were wondering, did you get your injuries while defending the old Bastille prison?
Don't drag me into this, you fool. I was joking.
You impudent whelps, I'm not that old. I sustained these injuries when in the July Revolution 18 years ago. I was the Royal Guard, just a lowly peon. The hair was thick with gunpowder and blood. Oh great, now you set it off. We were given the order to charge at a rebel barricade. My comrades and I fastened our bayonets. Suddenly, boom! Without a warning, a gunpowder keg exploded. My comrades were dead. I was heavily wounded. That's when I looked up. and saw a looming figure standing between the gargoyles of Notre Dame. It was the Viridian Killer himself.
Ahem. This is a fascinating story, Inspector. Perhaps you could tell us why we are here.
Oh, right, of course, why we're here. What I'm about to tell you is to remain strictly confidential, you understand? It's a matter of national security. As you probably heard, France is under threat from a certain heinous group. Revolutionaries? Revolutionaries, indeed, rebels. That's a storm brewing in the shadows of Paris. We, the Paris Police Department, have known about it for months. No, years. At every tavern and on every street corner, people talk of organizing protests and overthrowing the government. The king has ordered for public gatherings to be dispersed and newspapers to be censored, but the whispers of dissent remain. No surprise there. If you take away an angry citizen's ability to speak, they will just get even angrier. Indeed, and that's why it's paramount that we find and strike at the heart of the rebel group as soon as possible. For that, I need your help. What exactly do you want us to do? Interview citizens, scout locations, find the secret rebel meeting location that has escaped the eyes of the police. Do we have any leads? Just one. We know the rebels are having weapons supplied to them by a crooked merchant who's only referred to as the Croque Monsieur.
Like the sandwich?
What?
The Croque Monsieur. It's a hot sandwich. Cheese, ham, and a little bechamel. Throw on some peppers if it's a Friday night.
It's nothing to do with sandwiches. Croque Monsieur was the alias of an accomplished and notoriously dangerous arms dealer. In any case, it's everything the Parisian police know.
That's everything?
That's all you have to demonstrate after years of tracking?
Naturally, as a public prosecutor, it is my duty to help the police with investigative work. I would be honored to lend any and all assistance. Suck up.
That's very good to hear, Monsieur Cocorico. But what about you, Falcon? Well, to be honest, Inspector, I don't quite understand why you're asking me. I'm a private defense attorney. I work with citizens who get stuck in legal trouble. Rebel hunting isn't quite my forte. You want to know why I'm asking you? Look around you, Falcon. We are surrounded by corruption and incompetence. I wonder who's at the head of that train. The judges are bloodthirsty wolves, the jailers are thieving ravens, and the National Guard are sitting ducks. Look at the slackers and dullards who supposedly protect and serve this country. Nobody cares about justice anymore. You saw my shameful display at the previous trials? Those are the results that I produced with imbeciles to assist me. But you three, you care. Falcon, I saw you defending Demi Catalina and Prince Juan. I heard of your escapades around the city, frantically collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses. Frankly, you did more investigative work over the last month than I've seen any policeman do in a year. Well, I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but, you know. Not including myself, of course. Yeah. But Demi Catalina, it doesn't matter. You have passion and conviction, and you aren't a total bird brain. But by my book, that makes you a fantastic investigator, even if that is not in your job description. So what do you say? You want to sit around your office, twiddling your thumbs until another pointless job offer falls into your lap? Or do you want to take this opportunity to do something great and help us track down the animals who wish to harm our glorious nation?
Thanks, but no thanks. Now let's do it, sure.
I'd be honored to help my country, Inspector. Consider us on board. Excellent. It's just what I wanted to hear.
I had no idea you were such a patriot, JJ. Something wrong with a little national pride? Yeah, pride is fine and all, but do we get any compensation for this?
Of course. It's 50 francs. You will receive another 50 upon the completion of your work.
50 francs? Psh, we're being undersold.
Hush, Person. This is a great opportunity.
I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary. You already have all the key facts of the investigation. Find the elusive Croque Monsieur. Find where the rebels are congregating. And those are your two tasks. I will check up on your progress in 3 weeks' time. See what you can accomplish by then. I'll be doing my own independent investigation into the rebel group, JJ. So I suppose it's a competition.
Yeah, a competition to help protect the country, you idiot. It is in our best interest to work together here.
Try to keep up with me.
This is not the time to be competing. What are you people doing? Come on, Spelson. We have a Croque Monsieur to hunt.
Okay, let's go. Huh. I knew a little competition would kick those bird brains into gear. Well, Inspector, this has been a productive meeting. I should probably start my investigation into the Croque Monsieur too.
Not so fast, Cocorico. There's something else we need to discuss. Oh, you're gonna leave me hanging there, are you? Oh, great. Okay. Well, guess we'll find out what's going on there. Oh my Jesus Christ, that is a lot of... Okay, something tells me this is gonna be more than one episode. I don't think there's any chance now that we're gonna be able to do all this in one shot. Okay. Wow. So... Let's just get going. I don't even know. Well, this is most unexpected. Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Sparrowson, I believe this is our first time meeting without disguises or pretenses, as it were. Oh, and first things first. Mousy, would you kindly fetch our guests some tea?
Of course, Monsieur Face, of course.
Messieurs, what sort of tea would you like? Chamomile? Darjeeling, maybe?
Sure, that I'm not an expert in tea or coffee. Chamomile sounds good to me, thanks, Mousy.
Sure, I can go for some chamomile, too. Okay, 1 pot of chamomile coming right up.
Let's get down to business. What is it that you two came here for? We just have a couple of questions. Have you heard of the Croque Monsieur? Have you ever heard of a person called the Croque Monsieur?
No, we aren't talking about the sandwich, unfortunately.
The Croque Monsieur. Are you referring to the black market salesman? The man who claims to be able to procure anything, no matter how illegal? Yes! It sounds exactly like the person we're looking for. Do you know him? Me personally? No, monsieur. I just know of his vile reputation. I see. Then you have an idea how we can find him? Meeting the Croque Monsieur face to face is not easy. The man doesn't make himself known to just anybody after all. I know. I shall do a little investigative work of my own. Come back in 3 days. Oh my god, 3 days? Oh, what? Oh, why I'm so tired this morning. Okay, I'm yawning a lot. I'll tell you where and when you can find the Croque Monsieur. In exactly 3 days, you'll know. That's an enormous help. Thank you so much, Monsieur Lopez. Of course, there is a price. A price? It is just a small fee. A mere 30 francs.
Hey, we saved your dear over that Prince Swan business. Is there any way to show your gratitude?
Monsieur Lopez, you must understand this is no personal errand. We are investigating on behalf of king and country. I'm sure your intentions are noble, Monsieur Falcon, but I'm running a business here. A fox has to eat. 30 francs, and I guarantee I will find you the Croque Monsieur. That's my final offer. What do you say? Yeah, sure, we'll take it. Here you go, Monsieur. Very good. As I promised, return in 3 days or later, and I will tell you where the Croque Monsieur can be found. Rest assured that I will undertake my end of the bargain with care and diligence. I expect nothing less. Thank you, Monsieur Lopez. It is my pleasure. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Nah. We already have you doing enough. That's all. Have a pleasant day, Monsieur Lopez. As to you, messieurs. Game. Okay, it took a while to progress to the next text box.
Tea's ready, Monsieur Lopez. It's ready.
I'm afraid you're too slow, Mousy.
Oh, bother.
Well, I mean, you could have run out and gave us a tea afterwards, but it's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna have to go down all the lists. Okay, well, let's just keep going down the list. This is gonna take forever.
No drinking. Bad Falcon.
Calm down, Spousen. I'm just here for information. Taverns are the first place people go to moan about the government. Therefore, they are perfect rebel breeding grounds.
Oh, that makes sense. Ah, it's you two. What will it be today? Wine or beer?
I'm afraid it's just questions for now, Madame Quenelle.
Looking for a man called the Croque Monsieur. Have you seen him? No, that doesn't sound familiar at all.
Okay, have you heard any of your patrons badmouthing the government?
Of course! It's a tavern, hun. If people couldn't come here to grope up and talk politics, where else could they go?
That's true, but has anyone stood out?
Well, just between you and me, the pair on the drinking floor have been acting very shifty. I'm not saying they aren't rebels, but they're doing far too much talking, and not enough drinking, if you know what I mean.
I think I do. Thank you, madam. Let's see. Where to go? We are gonna go to the drinking room and see what you two know.
And that's when the Mademoiselle told me to put the order in. No idea where she's going to keep him, though. Hell, you know she hates being called Mademoiselle. You're going to get stuck with guard duty again. Oh, right you are. The Madam it is, then. Wait, she ain't married, is she? So why do I have to call her Madam? Why don't you ask her yourself? No way, she would straight up eat me alive if I asked that directly. Wait, hush up. Do you smell that? It smells like eavesdroppers. Can I help you, monsieurs?
Have you heard of the Croque Monsieur? Have you heard of a man called...
Falcon, wait! There's a slight chance these guys might be rebels, right? So if we ask directly, they might be scared off.
Good point. I'll try to keep it subtle. Okay? Where did you get that? The Croque Monsieur. Tell me everything. Salty to the wind. Where did you get that rifle? Monsieur, I see you are carrying a rifle. Evidently. Who manufactured it?
Ah, good question. See, most hunters around here are carrying old French Charlevilles, but this beauty is something special. See? It's American from the Springfield Armory, model 1812, percussion lock firing mechanism. An American musket, you say? That's certainly quite special. It must have been hard to procure. It's true you can't buy guns off this quality from standard street sellers, but if you know the right people...
Please go on.
Well... Okay, listen carefully. You didn't hear it from me, but to me... Is it really gonna be this easy to meet the Croque Monsieur? Actually, it'd be foolish for me to explain it. Okay, it would be much easier if you just take this.
The Book of Judges? What is it, some sort of law book?
The book's subject is not important, just take it.
Oh, I see. It's the Book of Judges from the Bible. Old Testament stories of God smiting people and stuff. I appreciate the gift, monsieur, but I'm not religious.
No, am I. Then why are you... Just take it, you idiot! Bible books are what we use to pass them around in code phrases, don't we?
Code phrases?
Para, please. I'm trying to be low-key, and I can't do that if you're mouthing off that big beak of yours. Right you are. Try to forget what my friend said. Just with a little searching and with the contents of that good book, you should be able to get what you desire. Is that a religious metaphor? No, monsieur, I'm being very literal. Okay, I guess it... I thought for a second that they were literally just going to tell us how to meet him. Just like that, and it would be over immediately, but of course it would never be... Would never have been that easy. To be honest, salesman, or to be honest, I have no idea how this is supposed to lead me to our gun salesman. I see. Well, I hear that there is an excellent friar who performs Bible readings in Notre Dame Cathedral. Perhaps if you show the man your new book, he will be able to find you a particularly spiritual passage. Are you sure this isn't all a religious metaphor? I feel like you're trying to convert me. I assure you I'm as secular as they come, monsieur. Friar at the Notre Dame Cathedral. Thank you, monsieur. I'll make a note. Something else you wanted to... Nope, that's enough for me. Okay, I guess that got us somewhere. You just seem like decent fellows. You shouldn't get involved in this rebellion business. Just do whatever you need to do with the croque, monsieur, and get out of Paris. That's what a smart person would do. I appreciate the advice, monsieur. Okay, well, at least they were nice about it. But that went down way easier than I expected. Are we ready to hit the road? Yep, let's go. We know where we're going next. We're going to the Notre Dame. A new day is upon us. Okay, here it is. Go to the Notre Dame. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the granite trim of Notre Dame Cathedral. Scaffolding lines much of the crumbling outer wall. Unperturbed, a handful of devotees just silently kneel in thought. Here for a little prayer, are we, Falcon? I know did you already forget what we're doing here, Sparrowson? Don't be silly. I'm following up on Fontaine's lead. We must find our mystery friar. Do you think it's that Hancho fellow over there? I bet it's him. He looks super suspicious. It could be. It shows some not again. God damn it, Sparrowson. Do you know what tact is, Sparrowson? Welcome, my brothers. Welcome. Welcome to my tower, Master Chief. All are welcome under the roof of the house of God. Are you here to confess your sins? Or perhaps you wish to join in our services? Actually, Friar, we're here because... Falcon! That friar! He looks eerily familiar. He does look familiar, doesn't he? Now that you mention it, he does look like the guy who delivers our post, doesn't he? What? No, what's not how I meant? How's he looking like... Am I going mad? Your friend appears to be upset. Don't mind him. He's just in a huff because he thinks you look like this judge we once met. Judge Romulus? I get that all the time. I'm his twin brother, you see. Oh, are you now? Oh, good. I'm not going mad. Friar, would you say that you had a good relationship with Romulus? We were close, but as you may have heard, he got in trouble with the law recently. I haven't seen him in weeks. I see. I didn't mean to pry. It's no trouble, but tell me, why are you here, my brothers? Oh, right. Well, we have a couple of questions. Just be blunt about it. Take a look at this. Fire, we have something that we would like to show you. To take a look at this, we heard that you could give, special passage readings. Ah, I see. You have your own copy of the Book of Judges. I think you will find chapter 15, verse 2, to be particularly enlightening. Let's see. Chapter 15, verse 2... This chapter follows the journey of Samson, the heroic judge with divine strength. In this part of the scripture, Samson is confronted by the men who are angered by Samson's notion of justice. Please could you read the passage? Okay. 3,000 men of Judah went to the top of the rock Edom. They said to Samson, Knowest thou not that the Philistines are rulers over us? What is this that thou hast done to us? And Samson said unto them, As it did unto me, so have I done unto them. As it did unto me, so have I done unto them. A beautiful sentence. Wouldn't you agree? It's poetic. It's poetic. A beautiful summation of justice. You understand the passage. That's delightful to hear. Yes, Samson was a great judge. Not a judge of today who sits on a high chair and files endless paperwork, but an old judge, a holy judge, a shafet. Shafets were to be admired and feared. They made their own judgments and dispensed their own punishments. I'm starting to ramble, aren't I? Okay, well, let's get back to the point. The key word of the day is Edom. That's the name of the cave where Samson hid. The Rock of Edom. Edom. Got it. I'll take a note. It's like a backwards mate, but I'm confused. What do we do with this keyword? That is for you to learn on your own, my brothers. You appear to be intelligent. I am sure, if you put your faith in the right people, you can uncover the truth. Let's see what we can do. Is there anything else I can help you with today? Perhaps you wish to make a confession?
Do we need to ask about the scaffolding? I think that'll be all. I think we're done here. Thank you for your time, Friar.
Go in peace, my brothers.
Okay, it's been 3 days, right? So we should be able to go back here to pick up the location of Croque Monsieur. Assuming you didn't scam us. Monsieur Vopes, you managed to dig up some good information, I trust? There is good news and there is bad news. Hit with the bad news first. The Croque Monsieur refuses to speak with anyone who does not know a secret password, and I'm afraid I was unable to procure that particular password. Well, boy howdy, do we have some news to offset that bad news. I see. There's a problem. So what's the good news? If you want to meet the Croque Monsieur anyway, I've learned that he lurks around the Rue des Marmosettes on Friday evenings.
The Rue des Marmosettes? Oh, the monkey road by Notre Dame. That's easy enough to get to.
I apologize that I could not be of more help. It's no problem at all, Monsieur. You've given us a fantastic lead. Rue des Marmosettes on Friday. I'll be there.
I think we know what the new password is.
We do?
Come on, Falcon, don't be a bird brain.
I shan't delay you two any longer. I'm sure you have a lot of investigative work to do. That we do. Thanks for the help, Monsieur Vopes. Okay, so I'm getting a sense this investigation is going to take a mighty long time, so we're going to go ahead and stop things here. Combining the fact that this is clearly the longest one yet, and the fact that I have limited time today, we're just going to take a break here and end the episode today. So tomorrow we'll come back and hopefully finish the investigation. I don't know, I feel like we didn't make much progress in terms of the actual ticking down the numbers, but now that we've got information, hopefully it'll make things go a bit quicker. Anyway, that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time to catch you all tomorrow with some more Aviary Attorney. Goodbye.